Hello, and here is this week's question. What was the last museum you visited and enjoyed? In this week's photo, my mother and father-in-law are admiring the works of local artist Ignacio Díaz de Olano in the Fine Arts Museum in Vitoria. It was a freezing cold morning, so we took in a bit of culture instead of trudging through the icy slush in the streets outside. Back in November, I posted an article that was critical of some museums, so I decided to write something more upbeat that will encourage you to visit your local museums and exhibitions. Here are 5 of my favourite museums in or not far from Vitoria.
Visit them!
The Museum of Arms and Armour. This small, specialised but absorbing museum takes us through the history and evolution of weapons from the origins of humanity until the beginning of the 20th century. There are suits of armour, uniforms, medals and coins too. And upstairs there is a wonderful scale model of the Battle of Vitoria to contemplate, and even a samurai. The Museum of Fine Arts. Just across the road from the Arms Museum, this beautiful building is dedicated to Spanish art from the 18th and 19th centuries and to Basque costumbrismo between 1850 and 1950. It is home to some stunning paintings, particularly the first-class collection of the works of Ignacio Díaz de Olano, perhaps Vitoria's finest artist. The Museum of Natural Sciences. This enthralling museum in the remarkable tower of Doña Chanda, a 15th century fortress that defended the old city wall, houses an extraordinary exhibition of amber deposits and an important collection of minerals. There are dinosaur eggs, the skeletons of long extinct animals, and many more fascinating objects covering millions of years. La Hoya Iron Age Settlement. La Hoya was an important settlement near modern-day La Guardia that was inhabited for almost a millennium, between 1200 and 250 BCE. At its moment of greatest splendour, it suffered a violent assault and was burned down. How do we know this? Because the ashes and debris protected the remains until their discovery and excavation last century. Vivanco Museum of the Culture of Wine. This extraordinary museum in Briones occupies a surface area of 4,000 square metres, including 5 permanent exhibition halls devoted to exploring the relationship between man and wine over 8,000 years of history. And you can visit the winery too. Let's chat about the picture and about museums. Number 1. Describe the picture and the paintings in as much detail as possible. Number 2. Describe the last museum or exhibition you visited. Did you enjoy it? Why? Why not? Number 3. Which museum in the world do you most want to visit? Why? The Louvre, MoMA. 4. What is the purpose of museums? To what extent should they receive public money? Number 5. What unusual museums do you think exist? For example, the Spy Museum in Washington. And here's an activity for you. Imagine museums that don't exist now but could exist in the future. What will they exhibit? Why would people visit them? Think about recent events, famous people, current technologies. Thank you for watching. I hope this was useful. See you next week. Bye.